Hello everyone, and welcome to my next video for Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia, where I'm going to be doing some gacha pulls for Rem and Machina's EX weapons. And yes, your ears did not deceive you, I did indeed say Rem and Machina's EX weapons, although truth be told I am primarily going for Rem, but if I get her within a reasonable amount of resources I am actually going to be going for Machina as well. So Rem is one of those characters, so just to start off as a disclaimer, I have not played Type 0. I've not actually played the game at all, but I got fairly interested in the background story of the game, so I ended up doing a fair bit of research on it. Rem is one of those characters that in Opera Omnia I've always wanted to. I kind of always wished I had her EX. I chose to skip it when it came up, which I think was a smart decision at the time. I certainly don't regret it, because I really just didn't like how turn inefficient she was, because every time she used her swap turns, she consumed a turn in order to be able to give her turn to someone else who also consumed a turn, and it just seemed really inefficient. But I always thought her mechanic was really fun, because if you can if you take someone that's really far back in the turn order and you give them a turn before the enemy, you can really sort of stack up the momentum, and you can do some pretty interesting things. Like, let's say that you have someone like Lightning, for example, who gets a free turn when breaking an enemy. You can have Rem pass her turn to Lightning, and then the enemy will unbreak, and then Lightning will break the enemy, and you get a free turn. And it just seems kind of cool, to be honest. I always really liked her mechanic, and I saw that some people were using Rem's EX on, I think, Agrius's EX stage. You know, the first time that the Agrius event came out, and they were using Rem, and I'm like, holy shit. She actually really makes a difference, and she allows people to complete it, because that was one of those stages back then that if you didn't have Agrius and you didn't use Bart's, because Bart's rework wasn't supposed to drop until after the event. You know, they brought it early for global in the last few days of Agrius's EX event being live, and like if you didn't have Agrius and you didn't have Bart's and you tried to clear it without it, was very difficult. There were very few teams that were able to actually fully complete that. Of course I did look Zach Agrius, so I didn't have a problem with it, and I think I beat it once with a team that wasn't using either of them. I think it was Faris, Ketchi and Lail that I ended up using. But I saw a number of teams featuring Rem, and she just seemed to make things easier, and I'm like, you know what, I kind of wish I had Rem's EX weapons. She seems fun to play with. So now Rem is back again, and she has a rework as well. And her rework fixes the one biggest problem that I had with her kit. Swap turns becomes a free turn. She does actually swap her turn with someone else this time instead of actually consuming it. So that alone is enough for me to get me to pull on this banner. But she also gets a rework as well. And looking at the numbers behind the buffs that Rem can actually give people, they're very impressive. Okay, so she gives an 80% generic max brave buff to whoever she gives a turn to, for I think like 6 turns or something. 80%, that's huge. That is the biggest generic max brave buff in the game, with the exception of like Vivi, who gets it higher, and I think Zack gives himself a higher one. He gives himself like 100%. But for all intents and purposes, as far as supports are concerned, that's the biggest max brave buff in the game. It's bigger than Ishtola's, you know. So that's pretty huge. And then in terms of attack buffs, she actually gives herself, when she uses Cure, she used to give a person a generic attack up. She doesn't do that anymore. She gives Devoted Heart, which is a 40% attack aura. And she also has 20% extra attack now on her Crystal 58 passive, I think it is. But anyway, she's got 60% attack and 80% max brave, and then she's got a Crystal 68. So all in all, she gives 70% attack and 90% max brave, which is huge. That's like as much as two semi-support characters in one character. That's massive. So that is already a huge kind of sign that I want to pull for this person. And she has like probably some of the best healing around, you know, in the business. Like her on-demand heals are Aerith levels of ridiculous, except she can only do it to a single target at a time. But she also has HP regen, and she has a heal on her EX. You know what I mean? You're not going to be running into hit points problems if you've got Rem on the team. So she's definitely one I want to pull for. I know everyone's really hyped about Ishtola, but I definitely want Rem as well, especially because Dimensions End is going to be a thing, and you can't have enough good supports. I'm a firm believer in one kind of dedicated support, one kind of offensive support or semi-support or hybrid, and then like one DPS. I don't really like double DPS teams. Although if there is anyone that would enable a double DPS team to work, I think Rem is definitely up there, at least until she gets power correct. So I'm definitely pulling for Rem. Now Machina, on the other hand, well, from an Opera Omnia standpoint, I pretty much just need more physical damage dealers because I pretty much only have Cloud and that's it. Well, I have Cloud and now I have Agrius. I don't particularly want to realise Squall because I know Squall's great and I like him from Final Fantasy VIII and he was great in the EX era and blah blah blah. But I'm just not sold on his longevity in Chaos. I feel like if he had a heavy battery like Ishtola that could pump up his HP plus attack, he could actually be really good. But I'm just on the fence for some reason. I'm not feeling Squall, but I am feeling Machina. In fact, when the Japanese version of the game came out a while ago, I saw Machina when he was first released, and I just really like his style for some reason. You know, I like his aesthetic, and I like the way that he plays, because I tend to gravitate towards either the extremes of complex characters, on the one hand, like Noctis and Vayne and Realm, and everyone that's got turn shenanigans and unique mechanics, but on the other hand, I like Ramza. You know, I like Machina. I like people with a very simple playstyle which largely revolves around hitting the same button over and over and over again, because I just like the simplicity of it. So, you know, it takes both kinds. And Machina's longevity seems incredible. Like, not longevity in the meta, but the fact that he can just keep going and going and going and going. His awakening buff lasts forever. He can reapply it. His EX charges really quickly. He can spam HP attacks. Yes, I know that 8 is technically the better choice, but I'm just feeling Machina more. I just, you know, I like his style that much more. And because I've not played Type 0, I don't have the hang-ups about using him that a lot of people do. I know that Machina is a very universally reviled character for certain spoilery reasons that I won't go into. But maybe it's because one of the first scenes I actually saw of Machina in general was actually this character event, because there's actually a YouTuber by the name of Dugong who actually translated the Machina event release cutscenes, and I saw Machina in those cutscenes and how sincerely remorseful he was, and I was just like, this guy really needs a hug, you know? Like, he really does. Like, yeah, maybe he was a dick, maybe he screwed everything up for a lot of people, but his heart was in the right place, and to me, intent matters at least as much as the actual results. And yes, having good intentions doesn't absolve you of the responsibility of causing harm to people, but it definitely gives you a much more justifiable excuse than if you were overtly malicious. You know, I'm always willing to give most people a second chance, because, you know, sometimes you're just in the wrong place at the wrong time, or you just have some growing up to do, you know, and I think that's definitely the case for Machina. And in fact, I won't go into too many spoilery details, but reading up on the backstory of the game, I'm going to say that he is a pawn in games that are larger than he is, and if I was going to blame anyone for the way that Machina turned out, it would be Aresia. Like, I don't know what her deal is, like what her morality is, but she has a lot to answer for, in my opinion. But I guess I'll find out when I actually play the game. So, I'm going straight into this banner with gems. The ideal is that I pull between 50 and 75k, so I can pull with I can get a book, and I can actually get both EX weapons. If I only get one EX weapon by the time I will go to 75k and pity the other one, and if I only get one of them, if I don't get any and I have to pity a single weapon, God forbid, then it's going to have to be Rem. I'm sorry, Machina, but you know, Rem's just that much more valuable. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the pulls and see just how well we do. And pull number 1. Is looking very, very bronze at the moment. Very bronze, what the hell? Okay, I've lost. I'm not even counting. Go on, hit me with it. What do we get? A single Machina 15. Awesome! Just what I always wanted. Oh well, that's like 4 less power stones. Beggars can't be choosers, right? Let's go in for the second pull. This may be a bit better. This may be more worthwhile. I saw a bit of a loading, I saw some silver. Let's see if we can get anything good. Let's see if we can get anything before without dropping below 500k. That would be ridiculous. Then I'd be running more low on bugs and ingots than I would actual pulling resources. Like, I've got a ton of tickets too. Okay. Okay, Sid. Do not need you clogging up the drawers for this one. I like you and everything, but you don't get a rework in EX Plus until way later, and even then you're not that good in this game, unfortunately. It does pain me because I do actually quite like Sid. Well, I have mixed feelings about Sid actually, but you know, he's cool. But he's not what I'm looking for here. Come on. Pull number 3. Oh, changing to 5. Okay, okay, I see you, I see you. Change. Change. Yes, okay. 4 golds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Really? I mean, power stones are power stones, but that's a little bit heartbreaking, don't you think? You know, that kind of sucks a little bit. I don't know how people with so little resources do it, man. If I only had like 20,000 gems and like 100 tickets going into each banner, I'd be sweating bullets every time. You know, like, whoop, it's an early change. But you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how you can not save, because it would be so disappointing to me to like pull with all that stuff and just get nothing. Like, yes! Machina EX, baby! Machina, baby! Alright! That's 1 down. 1 to go. I did not expect that. I really did not expect that. I didn't think I was going to get that. And that's after 4 pulls, is that? Okay, so let's keep going. Let's see if we can get Rem. And maybe a Machina 35. Maybe that would be pretty good. Oh, I'm so happy with that. I'm so happy. Right, let's keep going. I wonder if I have to change the soundtrack to get Rem's EX. Come on, Rem EX. I've actually got Rem MLB. I only need her EX weapon and she's complete. But I'll take any Machina weapons. Rem EX. Rem EX. Okay, that's Agrius. She's not supposed to be on this banner. Okay, that's a 35. That's fine. That's a power stone. That's Agrius, right? An off-banner Agrius. You're already completed. I've already maxed you out. And your banner is the other one, not this one. Oh god! Oh, this could be anything. If this was in JP, this would be guaranteed EX. But because it's not, it could just be a crappy 15 CP. I don't think the colour actually means anything, like, on regular multis anymore. But it's always exciting to see a gold orb, so let's see if it pays off. Okay, come on, come on. Okay. Okay. Okay, well, I mean, that's MLB now, at least. The question is, do I sell it for power stones? I don't like selling 35 CPs, like, for characters for power stones, even if I have them, like, fully complete. You know what I mean? Oh god, come on, I really hope I can get this one. I really hope I can. Come on. Oh my god. No, no Machina, no. I did not want another one of yours. I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it, but no, I wanted Rem. What are you doing? What are you doing here? Why? Why is this a thing? I mean, actually, to be honest, like, his sphere seems pretty good. That's like 10% attack and 10% initial bravery. But I'm not gonna max out a duplicate EX just for a sphere. That is the endeavor of fools right there. Like, you know what I mean? I'm probably just gonna use it to save on power stones, but oof, using the duplicate EX to save on stones, that just seems like a bad idea, you know what I mean? Come on, please. Powers that be, please see fit to bestow upon me Rem's EX. Let me just skip out of this banner here. Let me buy my book and be on my way. I have a lot of characters to realise. Please take mercy upon my soul. Why are you here? Stop stealing the spotlight. Now is not your time. Okay. It's oh boy. It's heating up a bit. We need to get Remzi X within the next few pulls if we're to have any chance of walking away from this with that book. And change. And change. Okay. Okay. Thancred. Sid. Okay, whatever. Oh god. We're at 180 G tokens already. This will be... Man, you can blow through gems so fast if you just get caught up in pulling, you know what I mean? So this is going to be my 50k mark. Oh, this is going to be it. This is going to be it. And I have no way of knowing if this will be the one or not because the loading trick doesn't seem to work anymore. Maybe because I did a batch download. Now I'm just throwing myself upon the mercy of the gacha gods right here. Come on. Remzi X, Remy X, Rem. Okay, 35 for Machina. I'll take it. Okay, oh god damn it. Okay. Oh, we're at 50. Oh, we're at 200 G tokens. We've done 50k. We have a decision to make, folks. Do we keep going with gems or do we pull with tickets? I'm gonna try and get a few golds from tickets and see if I can maybe snag Rems. And then, like, maybe I'll go down these 61 tickets. Because I do really want that extra book. I think it will really help. And I don't want to, I'm here for Remzi X primarily. I don't want to skip out on it, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna see if I can just... What? 2 tickets! Come on! Come on! Please, let this be the one. This would be so good. Damn it! Got my hopes up. Alright, another one of those. I mean, why not? I'm only doing this, you know, because I've got... Whoa, whoa, whoa. If this is another gold, then the gold rate is insane right now. Okay, it's not. I'm almost relieved. You know, I'm almost relieved that that was silver. I'm only doing this because I've got so many resources and I do really want that book. If you don't have that many tickets and gems, please don't mix tickets and gems, you know, don't try this at home, kids, kind of thing. I just want Remzi X weapon, that's all I want. I'm not being too greedy here, I hope. I'm really glad I got Machinas though. That means that worst case scenario I can pity Rems and I'll get both weapons at least. But I mean, I want to say something like books don't grow on trees, but that's kind of like technically not true. Well, it is true, but they're made from trees, so it kind of counts. You know what I mean? Oh god. The dry streak. The dry streak on the tickets. Let's go down to like 420 or something. God, I'm gonna have so many tickets to Buffy next month. We get Brothers next month, and we get Emperor, and we get like Vanille and friggin' Sarah, who I already have. Okay, I see you, Machina. I see you. Oh shit! Oh god, is this another one? You know, we get Setzer and Vanille and Emperor and Tifa for people pulling for her. I think she's next month as well. There's so many good banners next month. Like my ingot supply is just gonna disappear if I'm not careful. Come on, please. No, go away, Sid. I'm ducking out here. I'll do another multi. Oh god. Okay. Okay. Okay, yes! Victory is mine! I only had to spend like 30 tickets and 5k extra. Both weapons. Let me lock this bad boy up real fast. Ladies and gentlemen, we are done here. Bear witness to my moment of triumph. This right here is what I wanted. I've got all of these. My work here is done. Okay, so this is a complete success for this banner. The next banner I go in on will probably be Emperor's, if that's the one that comes first, because I already have all of Ishtola's stuff from the, shout out to the token shop for being awesome. So I'm definitely going to be maxing out Ishtola, and then the next banner I'm going to be hitting is the Emperor banner for sure. Firion would be nice, but if I only get Emperor, then I'm going to duck out the banner straight away. I will be pulling with tickets on that one, because Brothers drops that month, so my tickets, will get a nice little top up, and I do need to try and balance the gem spending with the ticket spending, because we still did just spend 55k, so I kind of need to make that up somehow. The story chapter this month will kind of help top it up. So anyway, thanks everyone for watching. I hope everyone has some really good luck out there. I hope everyone had some good results, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care and goodbye.